1978 was a fascinating year for rock music. Punk was shaking up the scene, disco was dominating the charts, and classic rock bands had to adapt or fade. The result was an explosion of creativity. Some groups doubled down on hard riffs, while others embraced polish and experimentation. This countdown revisits 15 unforgettable tracks from that year, songs that shaped arenas, filled jukeboxes, and stood the test of time.
I live my life like there's no tomorrow.
Number 1, Runnin' with the Devil by Van Halen. The opening track of Van Halen's debut album was nothing short of explosive. A droning car horn fades into Michael Anthony's pounding bass before Eddie Van Halen unleashes one of rock's most iconic riffs. David Lee Roth's wild, swaggering vocals gave the band its dangerous edge, equal parts party and menace. Though not a massive chart hit, the song announced the arrival of a band that would dominate hard rock for the next decade. More importantly, it introduced the world to Eddie Van Halen, a guitar hero whose influence rivals Hendrix himself.
You get a shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park, but meantime.
Number 2, Sultans of Swing by Dire Straits. This debut single arrived like a quiet revolution.
Way on down south, London town.
Mark Knopfler's fingerstyle guitar playing was clean, melodic, and unlike anything else dominating the airwaves in 1978.
Saving it up, Friday night, time bell ring.
The song's narrative about a struggling pub band gave it a down-to-earth charm, contrasting the flashy rock excess of the era.
But it's strictly rhythm, he doesn't want to make it cry or sing.
Its intricate solos and wry lyrics won over critics, eventually climbing to number 4 in the US the following year.
Says it lasts just as the time bell rings.
Decades later, it's still hailed as one of the greatest guitar songs ever recorded, the moment Dire Straits staked their claim in rock history.
I've been hanging on a bone, I've been sleeping all alone.
Number 3, Miss You by the Rolling Stones. By 1978, disco was everywhere, and even the Stones couldn't resist the pull. With Miss You, they proved they could adapt while still sounding like themselves. Bill Wyman's bass line carried the groove, while Mick Jagger's sly, playful vocals gave the track a seductive edge. The harmonica and saxophone solos added a bluesy touch, keeping it firmly rooted in the band's DNA. It went straight to number 1 in the US, becoming one of their biggest late 70s hits and proving the Stones were far from done. Number 4, Surrender by Cheap Trick. If there's one song that defined Cheap Trick's style, it's this 1978 gem. Blending power pop hooks with hard rock riffs, it's witty, youthful, and endlessly catchy. The lyrics poked fun at teenage rebellion, even suggesting parents might be just as weird as their kids. Robin Zander's vocals soared over Rick Nielsen's crunchy guitar riffs, making it a perfect sing-along anthem for concert crowds. Though it wasn't a huge chart hit initially, Surrender grew into the band's signature song, one that fans still shout back word for word at every show. Number 5. Roxanne by The Police. In 1978, a little-known trio called The Police released their breakthrough single, and it didn't sound like anything else on the radio. Roxanne mixed rock with reggae rhythms, giving the band a unique identity right from the start. Sting's pleading vocals, complete with that famous crack on the high note, gave the track urgency and vulnerability. Andy Summers' sharp guitar chords and Stuart Copeland's crisp drumming added edge, creating a sound both raw and sophisticated. Though it charted modestly at first, the song became a classic over time, proving The Police were destined for global stardom. Number 6. Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. Pure joy pressed into vinyl. That's what this track delivered in late 1978. Freddie Mercury powered the piano-driven rocker with unrestrained energy, celebrating life, speed, and unstoppable momentum. At release, it wasn't Queen's biggest chart hit, but time transformed it into one of their most beloved songs worldwide. Its euphoric tempo, playful harmonies, and sheer positivity have earned it a reputation as the ultimate feel-good anthem. Even science backed it up. A 2019 study crowned it the world's happiest song, proving Queen's magic only grows stronger with age. Number 7. Who Are You by The Who. By 1978, The Who were rock veterans, but they still had fire left in them. The title track of their album, Who Are You, blended their classic bombast with newer touches of synthesizer sheen. Roger Daltrey's scream of the title line remains one of the most iconic moments in their catalog, raw and defiant. The song reached number 14 in the US, making it their last big hit of the Keith Moon era. The drummer tragically passed away just weeks after its release. Decades later, the track gained new life as the theme song of CSE, but it has always stood tall as one of the band's most powerful late 70s statements.
Just take those old records on the shelf. I said,
Number 8. Old Time Rock and Roll by Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. Sometimes simplicity is the secret to immortality. This track is pure nostalgia, a love letter to the roots of rock and roll. At first, it wasn't a huge hit, but thanks to risky business and countless jukeboxes, it became one of the most played songs in American bars and diners. Seger's raspy voice, combined with the piano-driven groove, invites everyone to sing along, a timeless formula that works every time. Ranked among the most popular jukebox songs ever, it remains one of the ultimate party starters and a true rock anthem of 1978. Number 9. Hot-Blooded by Foreigner. Few songs capture late 70s arena rock swagger quite like this one. Driven by Mick Jones's chunky guitar riff and Lou Gramm's powerhouse vocals, it radiates confidence from the very first count-in. Released as the lead single from Double Vision, it shot up to number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, keeping Foreigner at the top of the rock heap. The track's energy, cheeky lyrics, and blazing solo made it an instant concert favorite, fueling their reputation as one of the era's hardest-hitting live acts. More than 4 decades later, it's still a staple at sporting events and classic rock playlists, a song that demands to be played loud. Number 10, Badlands by Bruce Springsteen. When Springsteen released Darkness on the Edge of Town, this track set the tone from the very first beat. Max Weinberg's pounding drum intro and the defiant riff immediately pulled listeners into a story of resilience. Lyrically, it's a rallying cry, fighting through hardship while still clinging to hope, delivered with Bruce's trademark intensity. Though it had modest chart success, it became a staple of his live shows, shouted back by thousands of fans for decades. Badlands captures the spirit of Springsteen at his most urgent, blending working-class grit with stadium-sized inspiration. Number 11, Don't Look Back by Boston. Boston's sophomore effort proved they weren't a one-album wonder. The title track bursts with Tom Scholz's layered guitar harmonies and Brad Delp's soaring vocals, showcasing the band's signature polished sound. Its message about moving forward, delivered with an infectious chorus, connected with millions of listeners during a time of social and musical change. The single reached number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100, cementing Boston as one of the most consistent rock acts of the era. Even today, its ringing intro riff and optimistic energy feel tailor-made for rolling the car windows down and cranking the volume. Number 12, Renegade by Styx. Few songs open as dramatically as this one. The a cappella intro feels almost fragile, before exploding into a galloping riff that sends the track racing forward. Tommy Shaw's urgent vocals tell the Outlaw's tale, giving the song an edge that stood out in arena rock. James J.Y. Young's blistering guitar solo sealed its reputation as one of the band's hardest-hitting tracks. It reached the U.S. Top 20 and remains a concert finale for Styx, even doubling as a Steelers stadium anthem today. Number 13, Hold the Line by Toto. Toto might have been new on the scene in 1978, but they didn't sound like rookies. With Hold the Line, they arrived fully formed, polished, confident, and ready for the charts. The song's opening piano riff, paired with Steve Lukather's crunchy guitar, created a hook that instantly grabbed listeners. Bobby Kimball's soulful delivery gave it heart, turning what could have been slick AOR into a powerhouse anthem. Climbing to number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100, it launched Toto's career and still gets heavy rotation on classic rock radio. Number 14, Sin City by AC/DC. AC/DC were never about polish. They were about grit, swagger, and raw electricity. This track from Powerage is a perfect example, driven by one of the most dramatic riffs of the Bon Scott era. Angus Young tears through a solo that feels unhinged yet precise, turning up the intensity as the song unfolds. Lyrically, it paints a picture of Las Vegas excess, ladders, snakes, and the gamble of fortune and failure. Though it wasn't a chart hit, it became a staple of their live shows and a fan favorite, capturing the band's no-nonsense power. Number 15, Beyond the Realms of Death by Judas Priest. This 6-minute epic is one of the crown jewels of early heavy metal. It wasn't a radio single, but among fans, it quickly became a defining song of Judas Priest's catalog. The power lies in Rob Halford's dynamic vocals, soft and restrained one moment, soaring into operatic heights the next. Twin guitar solos by Glenn Tipton and K.K. Downing give the track its emotional weight, balancing melody and sheer force. More than 4 decades later, the band still plays it live, and its influence can be heard in nearly every metal ballad that followed. 1978 gave us a mix of grit, swagger, and reinvention, a year where legends held their ground and newcomers rewrote the rules. From the disco-tinged swagger of the Stones to the explosive arrival of Van Halen, these songs didn't just define a year, they defined an era. Some of them were instant hits, others grew into classics over time, but every track left a mark that still echoes today. Which of these 78 rock gems is your favorite? Drop it in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more rock history journeys.